Saba, welcome home. How does it feel to be back at the Kia Oval?
Man, it's brilliant, eh? It's good, nice of the weather to turn up for me on my first day. It's good, mate. Winning squares this morning, no doubt. So, it's good to be back. The boys have welcomed me with open arms again, so enjoying the vibe so far, first day back.
Why have you come back to Surrey?
Well, I just really enjoyed myself last year. It was nice to play some good cricket, but I was obviously here for most of the season, and it's been one of the more enjoyable, sort of periods of my career, having been around a little while now. It's nice to have some success as well. We're obviously defending champions again this year, but I felt like I learnt a lot last year. But basically, just being around the group is the reason why I expressed my interest in coming back, and I'm very grateful that Surrey have opened their arms and wanted me back as well.
How important is playing red ball cricket for you?
I love playing red ball cricket, mate. It's my favourite format. I just love the 4-day grind with the lads, the ups and downs. I just love it. Everything that goes into it. Obviously, we've played very well the last few years, and as I mentioned, we're defending champions again. And I've sent some texts around, just sort of feeling out the group and the vibe so far, and they're all extremely hungry to keep playing well and defend the title. So, but yeah, as mentioned, there's some big white ball games coming up as well.
Surrey's attack is varied. What do you see as your role with the ball within the team?
I don't know, mate. Just hit the cut stuff, present the rope, and hopefully it all pays off. There's a very experienced bowling attack, and all present very different attributes, and I think they all have got most bases covered. So it's as I mentioned, the group as a whole is great to be around, but just watching each of the quicks, especially go about their work, is something that I really enjoyed last year, and I'm looking forward to this year.
You worked hard on your batting and scored lots of runs last year. How are you approaching your batting this year for Surrey?
I don't know. I think I might be down near 10 or 11 this year. The boys keep scoring runs. So, look, mate, there's always, we're presented with lots of different scenarios last year with the bat. There were some games where the lower order sort of had to scrap around and bat for a little while and do some hard work to get back in front of the game, get some extra bonus points, and then have a little bit of fun, which we all like doing with the bat, searching for the pickets. But it's hard to put an exact role on my batting at the moment. It's just whatever each game presents, and do it with the bloke up the other end. I thoroughly enjoyed a couple of innings last year with Frankie Worrell, so hopefully a few more of them this year.
Almost a year on from that night versus Kent in the Vitality Blast, what are your memories and reflections from that night?
It kind of felt like a blur, but I also sort of remember quite a bit of it. It's still one of those things that I just never thought or expected to happen. So, for starters, I wasn't expecting the opportunity to bat that high up the order. And then, the whole night was just, well, except when I had to bowl. I got slugged a bit when I bowled, but I just remember having a big hug with George. He was obviously stoked for me. And then the reception the lads gave me when I came off the field, and then after the game, it was pretty surreal. And then, I couldn't really hear it at the time, but the crowd, when I went back and watched videos, and the crowd were like up and about, the little close-ups of individuals in the crowd getting up and about to see me score runs, I thought, that's something that I never thought I'd see people cheering me on with the bat like that. So very fond memories.
It's Stewie's last season. What was your reaction to the news that he'll be stepping down at the end of the year?
I was quite sad, to be honest. I mean, in a way, he's contributed a lot to this club over many, many years, and I just know how well respected he is within the group and cricket circles in general. So, whilst I'm not in Surrey and in London for 12 months of the year, but my time with Stewie has been, they're memories that I'll look back on, with great fondness. And it's going to be sad to not see him as much if I'm going to continue to come back and be welcomed by the club. But he's sort of the one that got in contact with me a few years ago to come over, and I'm very grateful for that opportunity, and I'll always be thankful for him for that. So, there's certainly been a little bit of chat to of the boys being up and about for Stewie this year. But I actually haven't said hello to him yet. I wonder if he's going to come down and give me a clip down the ears for not seeing him yet. But it's certainly a bit extra to play for this year.